like to introduce our 2010 senior class. First up here is number 19, defenseman John Columbus. John's parents are here, John and Paula Columbus, as well as Lisa Novelli. John has a 3.5 grade point average and has been a member of the Athletes Taking Action. And John's plans are to attend WJ and then go on to medical school. I wish him well with that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next up, we have forward number 9, Zach Feldman, also known as Z-Feld. Zach's parents, Mitchell and Nancy Feldman. Zach is a member of the highest, or has achieved the highest honor roll. He's a member of the National Merit Society and has a National Merit Commendation. He's also a Great American Rivalry Series scholarship recipient. Throughout his career here at Upper St. Clair, Zach was a member of the JV championship team, as well as the Penguin Cup semifinalist team. Zach's modest plans, I will say, it says here he plans to attend college, but I think that's very humble because Zach has, I know, a lot of very prestigious schools on his list, so wish him well with that. Next up, number 11, forward James Klein. James's parents, Ernie and Eileen Klein. James is a high honor roll recipient and also a member of the National Honor Society. And now I'm going to read his lengthy list of athletic accomplishments. He obviously is the 2009-2010 captain of the team. He's been a varsity member for 4 years, including 3 years as a letterman. He was MVP offensive player, as freshman and junior years. He was also the Almanac MVP premier performer, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Hockey All-Star, MSA Sports All-Icer, and PIHL top point leader. Very impressive. Next up is number 55, defenseman Mitchell Lewis. Mitch's parents are Joe and Tracy Lewis. Mitchell is a high honor roll recipient. He's one of this year's assistant captains. He's a 3-year varsity letterman and was named JV Defensive Player of the Year. Mitchell plans to attend Slippery Rock next year. Good luck, Mitch. Next up, number 72, defenseman Robbie Schneid. Robbie's parents could not be here tonight. Joe and Tracy Lewis were kind enough to stand in for Rob's parents. Rob is a high honor roll recipient. He was a member of the National Honor Society and the National Latin Exam Certificate of Achievement. He is another assistant captain, 3-year varsity letterman, and he was named Freshman Defensive Player of the Year. Rob's future plans include attending college and majoring in aerospace engineering. Next up, forward number 58, Brent Medoff. Brent's parents are Jan and Barbara Medoff. Brent has been on the higher honor roll every year of his high school career. He's also a member of the National Honor Society. Brent's future plans include attending college and majoring in engineering. Wow, a bunch of engineers. That's scary. So next up, forward, number 33, Sam Mendelson. His parents are Jim and Alyssa Mendelson. Sam is a member of the highest honor roll. He's a member of the National Honor Society. He's been awarded the Future Business Leaders of America Business Communications Award. He was part of the JV championship hockey team. He was also PAHL champion twice. He was named JV Offensive Player of the Year and lettered in hockey in the 10th grade. Sam wanted to mention some of the extracurricular activities he's involved with. He's involved with Kids Helping Kids Club, wherein he attended the Dominican Republic mission trip. He's been a Special Olympics skating coach for 6 years. He's a Future Business Leaders of America member and has traveled to 21 countries. Sam plans to attend either Villanova, Miami University, University of North Carolina, Emory, or Lehigh to major in business. Wish him well with that. I hope we didn't miss anybody because I'm down to one. All right, number 1, goaltender Matthew Reggett. Matt's parents are Susan and Ken Reggett. Matt has been on the higher honor roll, 9th through 12th grades. And his list of athletic achievements: 2008 through 2010 varsity hockey. He was a selected member of the All-Star team and the MLK Championship in both 2009 and 2010. He was an 08-09 member of Section 1 Championship team and semifinalist for the Penguin Cup. Varsity team MVP and number 1 ranked goaltender in the PIHL regular season. Pittsburgh Post-Gazette High School Athlete of the Week, January of 09. Alternate All-Star Game member, selected the Team Pittsburgh for the Chicago Showcase, and USC JV Hockey, PIHL JV Hockey, Championship Team, and MVP. Wow. Way to go, Matt. Good luck. Matt's plans for the future is to attend college to major in business. To date, he's been accepted at Ohio State, Penn State, Miami of Ohio, and Robert Morris. Very good. Congratulations. Okay. I think that wraps it up. Just want to mention a couple more things here. Right after we have an ice cut, we're going to have the national anthem sung by Sarah Spadassini. Go Panthers. Good luck, seniors. Good job.
And good evening and welcome to the Upper St. Clair Varsity Hockey Senior Recognition Night. I'm Kurt Carruth on your Panthers High Definition Television Network, along with Rob Markwell and John Horrocks. And a great night, a very emotional night. And again, it just seems like, Rob, these seniors just, time flies, and boy, we're graduating another class here of 8 seniors tonight.
That's right, Kurt. It seems like we just did this. I swear, this time the year goes by so quickly. Panthers again graduating 8 seniors, including senior goaltender Matthew Reggett, forwards James Klein, Brent Medoff, Sam Mendelson, defenseman Mitchell Lewis, Robbie Schneid, and John Henry Columbus. And you're flipping through there, so make sure I don't miss anybody. And Zach Feldman, and very good. There's the crew, and quite a distinguished group, I might say, not only on the ice rink, but all the accomplishments they've had in school. So I want to point that out because these kids are truly student athletes.
Always very impressed on the academic side from class to class. It seems like, and I believe a statement was, I think every one of the graduating seniors had over a 3.1 or 3.2 average. So just a great testimony to the just the public school of Upper St. Clair and the just the fine young men that they do turn out.
Absolutely. And as much can be said about their parents. It's the school and the parents, and parents make the school, you know. But anyway, good group.
Looks like a little bit of ice damage out here. I'm not sure if that had to do with the storm, but it's a very noticeable discoloration here tonight. Yeah. Not sure if perhaps I have to maybe get a chance to talk to Ralph, the owner, but it looks like they may have lost power. And
that's exactly what happened, Kurt. They were down for about 4 days, so this ice was soft and melted at one point. So this has probably only been hard again for the last week.
Absolutely.
Yep, you can see it. You're absolutely right.
Definitely looks like something is out of sorts here, and a lot of the a shot just went wide, but a lot of the banners too have been taken down here. I know we used to have some retired jerseys of Ryan Malone and Brian Weaver, and those are no longer up.
True.
So,
yeah, just one thing I'll point out, Kurt. Coach Larry Mark starts with an all-senior line as appropriate for senior recognition night. Got a little change going now.
And a nice big save there. First save by Reggett, senior goaltender number 1. That hit his chest, carried him into the corner, and this is going to be no easy game here. Both teams are powerhouses here. Plum, I think, sporting I believe a 12-4 record here, and obviously 12-4-2 that is. Oh, Klein with a shot, oh my, and he just takes it and whistles it wide, and the Panthers with a beautiful 13-3-1 record. So both teams are challenging and at the top of their divisions.
Yeah, and the Panthers on an 11-game winning streak, so very impressive.
One of the stats that it's taken me almost 10 years to say. I think they finally won in the Mount Lebanon rink here about a month or so ago. Handily. Since our last broadcast, which was a Central Catholic game, they beat Mount Lebanon 5-1, and then more recently, just on Friday night, Tuesday night, beat North Hills out at the Island Sports Center 7-4. And so the Panthers continue their winning ways. Yeah, and a couple big scoring nights that evening for our Panthers. I believe James Klein now is leading the AAA ranks here in the PIHL with 49 points. Him sporting a 7-point night that night, as well as Murray getting 6 points as well, and Sellup with 3 points. So the big gun line came to play the night against North Hills.
I'll say. And to think that C.J. Murray and Justin Sellup, just juniors, they'll be back next year. Certainly a nice core remaining in spite of the loss of the seniors.
Plum in their away purple, white, and gold trimmed uniforms. And the Panthers in their home whites trimmed in black and red, traveling right to left on your TV dial.
Good play by Murray there to escape pressure and break it out, but he recovers and goes back into the defensive end.
Not a very physical game here, a typical perhaps of two very high-powered offensive teams with good skating skills. Klein's going to rag the puck behind the goal, and he's looking for Sellup in front. Decides to go to Murray in the corner. Looks like the Panthers are on a little power play here, but they are skating 5-on-5. He's going to come back to the point, and a good effort there by Phillips, and he'll keep it in. Centering pass, that goes by the mark, and Klein will get his, Murray will get his own rebound here.
Sell. There's Murray on the back door.
We're really cramped for space up here tonight.
Yeah.
We're trying to
move forward if you like.
Trying to look at numbers. Klein's going to be out here, takes it back to the point. Oh, and a shot goes right on, and a pad save there by the Plum goaltender.
Hard shot by Parker Phillips at the point there.
All Upper St. Clair here, still taken by Murray, and he's going to shoot it in front. Looks for a backhanded shot. Sellup with a couple opportunities, and that's going to be saved. All Upper St. Clair here. Plum looks exhausted out here.
This line with such good puck control as always.
And finally they're going to take it, and might be advised to just dump it the length of the ice, and they do. As Plum goes on a wholesale change. Murray's going to try to catch him in one. Takes a power move to the left, and a good defensive effort there by Plum. Kick back into the corner, but picked up here by Upper St. Clair. Back to the point where senior Lewis will take it. That's going to be deflected in front. A bit of stick work there by Klein. Perhaps got away with a mini hook there, and play will go on. Boy, all Upper St. Clair here dominating
out here
play.
Forever. Klein's still out here, but Segerdal comes out to refresh Murray, and here comes Sam Mendelson to refresh Sellup, and Klein will finally get a chance to come off. But boy, when you have the puck, you can't make line changes, and that line just dominated there for what seemed like a good minute and a half or more. Wanted to mention the you mentioned the record of the Plum team, sporting a great record coming in, comparable to the Panthers, and based on their statistics, very balanced offensive production. We got some room.
Now we finally got a little bit of room up here in the broadcast booth. I think we had
We're literally cramping our style.
Yeah, literally is right. We're a couple big boys up here too. But I think we had Fox News up here on the podium, and I think they were doing a piece on athlete and Matt Reggett here today, and sons of athletes of old. So I'll be curious to see that piece on Fox News.
Absolutely. Out here now for the Panthers, Sam. Nice pass, just out of the reach of numbers 26 Segerdal, but a shot on, and Segerdal goes for the rebound.
Good shot there again by Mendelson, and a big save there by the goaltender. Going to be taken here by number 61, Hamus. He's unable to control, and the Panthers come right back on, and Mendelson with a shot from center ice. That'll be sticked away, and he'll look for a change. 9:37 remains here in the first. Still scoreless. Right back to the point where Columbus will take a shot, banks it around the corner. Be picked up here by Galarowski, number 7 down deep. Finally going to be picked up by Plum, but unable to get it out. Finally he does. Going to be picked up by Horrocks here. Shot's going to go wide. Oh my, and a dangerous heavy hit there on Haleski, and he gets up, but boy, a pretty vicious hit from behind, and he's going to get the gate for that hit. Looks like number 43. Hayner could get a 2 and 10 here. No, he's going to get a boarding call, a 2-minute minor for boarding, and nice to see Haleski get up from that hit.
Yeah, protected himself well. That was dangerous, potentially dangerous. Here comes Klein and Murray and Sellup right back out here on this power play with Lewis and Parker Phillips, number 10, on the points. Panthers do control.
Back to the point where Phillips will take it to the command position. He'll give it back for Klein. Does a wheel and deal, and that'll come off his blade, and Plum with an excellent job to clear it the length of the ice. I think that goaltender for Plum is number 29, Shane Leonizio. Leonzio. Trying to get a number. I think that is 29, yeah.
Yes, definitely. You got them in front of the jerseys.
8:21 to go. Panthers on a power play here. Good job by Plum to get it out of the zone. 1:07 remains in the Panther man advantage here. Good little dish there by Klein right on the tape of Sellup. Left-handed shot going down the right wing, and he'll take a big move behind the goaltender. Gets it back to Lewis. Unselfishly gives it up to Phillips. Back a wide angle shot. That play is loose and no Panther home, but a good play by Phillips to keep that in.
Here we go.
Shot on, score! Oh, and it's the way you draw it up, Rob.
Beautiful.
Senior Mitchell Lewis is going to get the tally, and a brilliant pass and a one-timer, and the Panthers take a 1-0 lead.
Beautiful. Of course, there'll only be 2 assists awarded there, and that would be to Klein and number 10, Parker Phillips. But 5 or 6 consecutive passes made there before that puck put nicely in the net, and just the way you want it. Work it, make that goaltender move. Make it from the strong side, then go weak side, back door. Mitchell Lewis, and we've seen that play earlier this year, almost identical.
And I still say, you know what, we've got the best seat in the house here. And when you looked at that play develop right in front of you, and I love the power move by Lewis to step up in the play. That goal does not happen, Rob, if he's hanging at the blue line.
Absolutely.
And what's even more impressive is another off wing, a right-handed shot, making that shot from the left face-off circle. And he tickled the twine and tallies the first power play goal.
That's the way one-timers work. On your off wing, and the pass has to be there, and he did a nice job. It was a little bit in his feet, but he pulled that stick in and redirected it past goaltender Leonis for a 1-0 St. Clair lead.
Leonis almost got into play, but it just went by the short side on the near post. And a brilliant shot there, and I'm sure a big thrill for our senior, number 55, Lewis. Big goal for the Panthers. I think they've dominated play here. And again, these are the kind of games you want to get off to that early lead. It's been all Upper St. Clair with 6:52 here to go. I think the Plum Mustangs have only maybe mustered 2 or 3 shots, and I think that pretty much came in the first minute or 2 of play. It looks like we're going to have a hooking minor here.
Well, the Panthers are going to go down. I think it's number 19, Columbus. No, it's Mendelson. 33 Mendelson going off for hooking. So we'll see what the Plum power play is made of. I wanted to mention earlier the big scores, and I said it looks like offensive even-handedness here for Plum, but some of the best scorers here, number 13, Sensi, 12 goals and 10 assists on the year. Number 93, Brett, with 13 goals and 5 assists, and number 5, Brenner. Looks like he's their assist man, 6 goals and 13. Anyway, some of the guys we can expect something from.
Sure, if we have a little hand pass here and a little stop and play, but 6:24 remains here in the first, 142 on the man advantage, but a couple good efforts there by Plum and better saves by Reggett, and he looks sharp early here on his senior night.
So they had their best offense while I was blathering about their offense.
And that faceoff will go all the way down into the attack zone. Be careful here. Good play there by Lewis to get back into play, and they're going to be offside. And as John Sarmer would say, that play was so far offside, they should have the face-off in the other rink.
I like that. Never heard that before.
So with 6:16 to go, I got a plug in for my buddy, and that was very fitting, as the player was about 4 or 5 feet in ahead of the blue stripe.
I just talked about Sensi and Brett. They're out here on the power play for the Mustangs.
Oh, good shot from the point, and again, Reggett gets the blade out, deflects it into the meshing, and that will be a stop in play with 6:05 remaining here in the first.
James Klein and C.J. Murray up front for the Panthers on the penalty kill. Parker Phillips and Mitchell Lewis, man in the blue line.
Oh, look at this break. Here we go. Murray's going to take it down deep. Shot on Owen. He drives it home hard, and a good save by Leonis. And he had Klein on the doorstep, but a big save on a breakaway there by Murray, and a better save by Leonis.
Yeah, Murray doing a nice job of lowering the shoulder to protect that puck and getting a good hard chance, but Leonis had to clamp down hard because James Klein was there digging at that rebound.
And Klein almost pushed him into the goal.
Almost put it right in. That's absolutely right.
I think he said, I'll take matters into my own hands. Leonis right in front. Oh, my. Another brilliant give and go there by Klein to Murray, and he almost got another tally there. There's a shot going to come off Reggett's shoulder, and he'll deflect that into the meshing, and we'll have a stop and play. But Panthers with 2 good, excellent opportunities on the shorthanded with 59 seconds remaining in their penalty kill here. Face-off taken and controlled by the Panthers. Good play by Lewis as he rams it around the near boards, and And I believe that was Phillips that cleared it the length of the ice. Going to be taken here by number 98.
That's Galanis.
Galanis for Plum. Boy, it's tough to find the numbers on the roster. Yeah. I think your wife was stressing about getting them alphabetized by numeric order.
And she did that in the past. I think she just thought she did it this time.
She said she got it to the Excel spreadsheet but forgot to drag it. With 5:09 remaining here, I've got player for the Mustangs. It starts with 66, then 11, then 5, then 93. So they're all over the board.
We'll learn them after the first period.
It may take us a while to. Looks like they've got some names on the jerseys. A couple of them too.
Oh yeah.
Taken here by number 23, Susala. Big move again on the off wing here, taken again by number 93.
That's Brett. You can see
Brett,
the skill.
He's unable to control. 6 seconds remains in the Mustang man advantage. Shot's going to be deflected into the corner. A big drive's going to go wide. Back to skating now, 5-on-5. Taken back on the point by number 87, Sokolsky.
Mendelson rejoins the play and plays it there to Feldman, who tries to move it up to.
Finally gives it to Segerdal, and they clear the zone. 4:23 remains in the first. Panthers leading 1-0 here on a Mitchell Lewis goal. And a good play. They'll look for Mendelson at center ice, unable to control. Finally going to be taken here again by senior Schneid, number 72. Play just bouncing back and forth. Now it seems like a little bit of the momentum, Rob, has gone on the Plum Mustang side. They've controlled the better of the play for the last 3 minutes. Rister's going to go really high and wide. Big heavy hit there by Schneid in the corner. It's going to be picked up here by number 7, Galarowski.
Good pass.
Right on stride to Mendelson, number 33. Boy. Shot on, and Mendelson's had about three or four shots on goal.
That last shift he had 2 good ones.
Play will come right back on the tape here of
Galanis. That's 98 Galanis.
He'll dump it down deep. Centering pass. Whoa. Oh my. Cleared away here nicely by the Panthers. Taken here again by number 11, Asman. He'll dump it back down deep, and the Panthers will regroup. Big heavy hit there. Giveaway shot. Oh my. Another save there by Reggett, and a golden opportunity for Plum, but that shot went wide. Taken again by Galanis. Another shot. Reggett does the cradle, but never makes it to the net. Finally, the Panthers just clear it back to center. Plum with a good little flurry here the last 3 or 4 minutes.
And a couple giveaways there. One almost consequential there. Plum getting comfortable getting into their game here. You can see they're a speedy team.
Again, for the first 8 or 9 minutes, they really came out very flat, Rob, but they've really stepped up their game ever since the man advantage, and another quality shot right on and a big save by Reggett again.
Beginning to see the skill level that's allowed them to build the record that they have.
Head coach, I believe, is Stu Rolnick. That's an old softball playing buddy from about 20-some years ago.
I'll be darned.
Didn't get a chance to say hi to Stu, but back to the point.
Does he know anything about hockey?
He's actually been with Plum for a long time. And I used to light him up on the softball field.
Somebody must think he knows something. All right. Well, 2-on-2 break here for Plum. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Klein's trying to get back and back check.
Play there by Lewis, and that's how you play the body. Going to be helped out here by Schmidt, number 21, into the corner. Picked up again by Lewis, but that loose puck will be picked up by Haynes. Centering pass is thwarted nicely there by Schmidt. Finally going to be taken by Sellup, and he'll take matters into his own hands, and he'll drive it back down deep to Lewis. Good play there as Lewis avoids a check. Right back on the tape, and here comes Schmidt, and he'll lead the rush. He'll take a drive, and a good paw save there by our goaltender, number 29, Leonis. And he'll hold on.
Yeah, I every time we come up here, I wish I had some other piece of information. I guess I should dig harder, but I wish I knew what years these guys in Plum, because they look like a small team, but they're speedy, and I'm guessing they're young, and they'll be good competition next few years. Nice shot on there by Feldman off the face-off.
Good big face-off win, chipped right on, and Leonzia Leonis looks good, but I think it's actually Leonzio, but easy for you to say. But another good glove save there with 1:16 remaining here in the first.
I know how to say Leonis, so I'm sticking with it.
We'll only get letters if the Plum Mustang parents get a copy of this tape.
All right.
Into the corner. Oh, nice give and go there.
Give and go there.
It's still loose. Segerdahl, and he'll fan. It's still loose. This line's
working hard. They've gotten a couple chances. Mendelssohn.
Oh, be careful here. Good play there by Phillips as he'll get back into the mix. Mendelssohn getting a lot of ice time.
1-on-3 chance. Geez, but he's going to get a shot. Well, shot blocked off.
And that's where the off wing hurt Segerdahl there, where he had to tee it up on the right-handed shot on the left side. 38 seconds remains here, and Plum will come right back on the attack here. Arister's going to be blocked again by Phillips in front. Hustles to the corner, and that play will be kept neatly in, but now chipped back out to the neutral ice area. Feldman will pick it up, and he'll just 9-iron shot that back.
Good play there just to get a line change. No icing, but he bought some time. Panthers to get a change.
One more rush here as Sensi comes down. A shot right on, rebound, and Reggett with a big save, and he kicks it right back out in front. And with 7 seconds remaining, they might have one last chance here. Another drive, big save by Reggett. And that'll do it, folks. Awesome first period of play.
Good period. Just that last sequence, Taylor Hawks made a good defensive play to pin that man and keep the puck between the puck and the man, and then John Columbus, unfortunately, stepped in there and chipped up to the point and gave Plum Mustangs one more chance before in the final bell. 5 or 6 seconds, you just want to protect that puck in the corner. Nonetheless, good chances on both ends of the ice. Fortunately, only the Panthers capitalizing on the one earlier with a beautiful power play goal by Mitchell Lewis. Assist was it Klein and Phillips? Did they announce it? I don't think so, but I'm 99% sure that was from Klein. I know Klein, and I'm pretty sure it's Phillips from the point. Anyway, good period, good action.
Yeah, it was almost a tail rob of 2 periods. The Panthers had the better of the play for about the first 8 or 9 minutes.
Yes.
Took a minor penalty there, and the momentum you could see definitely switch right over here to the Plum Mustangs. But a good first period. Reggett probably had at least 14 or 15 shots on goal, and he was able to stop all of them.
Yeah. Again, we didn't count, but I would guess that it was in the dozen to 14 for each team. I would say. Anyways, now these teams know what have felt each other out a little bit, and see who takes the momentum away here starting in the second period.
Looks like our next home game will be the February the 26th, which I believe is a week from tonight, next Friday. Yes. Friday? And boy, they've got very uncharacteristic, but it looks like, Rob, they've got 3 canceled games due to this fantastic weather we've been having here with 30 inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
So they've got their share of
another shot on.
They've got their share of makeups to do, and I'm not sure how they're going to handle that. Second period of play just underway. Panthers now going left to right on your TV dial. Oh, centering pass right in front. Oh,
what a save!
What a save by Reggett, and he looks extremely sharp.
Panthers sleeping a little bit defensively, and a chance right from the slot area, and a good shot. Just
another shot there from the corner, and that's going to hit the glove of Reggett.
Cat-like reaction from Matt Reggett there. Great blocker save. That was
right
spectacular.
Back to the point here, and Susala keeps it over here to number 43. And finally, that puck's going to go into the bench, and they'll have a stop and play with 14:09 remaining in the second.
Out here for the Panthers, Gelarowski taking the face-off with Horrocks 89 and Markwell's first shift of the night on the left wing, number 16.
Yeah, good look at number 16, Markwell. First time I've seen him play, your boy.
Yep.
He's put on some size here, too.
Yeah. It's about 165 pounds, believe it or not.
I think I was 26 years old before I got to 106. And now at 220, amazing how those 5 pounds of years come on.
Oh.
Horrocks is going to take the play behind goaltender number 1, Reggett. Good pass over to Markwell. He'll headman the play to Galarowski, and he'll take him into the boards. And Markwell, he's got the skating ability here, too. Very quick on his feet. And he's got the long pants. He's donning the long pants here tonight. Down to his knees.
He's sagging.
Finally comes back to Brenner here, unable to control where Galanis will take it, a left-handed shot, and ram it down deep where Galarowski will look to play it. Takes the Plum player into the boards. Oh, another shot there by Galanis, and a
good
big save by Reggett.
By 13 cents, he just chipped wide.
Well, I think the Panthers are going to need to cash in here. Boy, that looked offside, and boy, the Plum fans
we got
are
away
really
with one there,
clamoring over that one.
Yeah, we were probably a foot or two offside, but it's close enough that
to let it go. The 10-10 pizza must be ordered for pickup, and we're going to have probably some pizza at the recognition celebration.
Absolutely. Just what's not on my diet. That doesn't mean I won't eat it.
Taken here by Segerdal, right on the tape of
Galarowski still here with Mendelson.
He's wheeling and dealing in the corner.
He's still working hard. Coach yelling for Galarowski to get off, and there he goes to the bench.
Picked up by number 5, Brenner.
Here comes Feldman. Comes Sensi, a good skater.
He takes a power move of his own shot on. Oh my! Wow! What a pad save by Reggett.
What a save! And Plum picks up that rebound. Wow!
Boy, and that looked like it was labeled for the far corner, and Reggett got that pad down as he did the butterfly. And the Panthers finally just say, get the heat out of the hot kitchen, and right back on the attack comes Plum. Taken here by number 61, Haynes. Kept in with a big drive, and Reggett's going to grab it with a paw, and he'll hold on. And with 11:34 remaining here in a very quick-moving game, the Panthers will go on a wholesale line change.
I'll tell you, Kurt, I mentioned again, I'm impressed with the team speed of this Plum team. Wow. Yeah, and then somebody out from the crowd play your position. Panthers running around a little bit, and that'll just hurt you against a team with that kind of speed. You got to take away their time and space, and that's by playing good positional hockey.
Big face-off win there, and Murray's going to take the rush to get down the left wing. That shot will go right on. Boy, it's the first time we've had a be careful here. Shot into the stands here, and they'll chip that back
into the St. Clair faithful. And we've got plenty here tonight. Nice crowd on the St. Clair side of the ledger here.
Face-off won nicely by the Panthers. Big drive by Lewis, and he slams
high and wide.
On the
more high than wide.
Can be helped out here into the corner. Comes back to the point. Kept in neatly by Schmidt. Little give and go here. It's all Panthers now.
Wow,
nice
Klein
move there by Klein.
And a third.
Takes a power move, takes it into the slot. He takes on 3 Plum Mustangs, but unable to control, and Plum comes right back on the attack. That's how you play the body.
Boy, this 93 Brett is a nice little player for Plum.
Boy, a beautiful defensive effort there by Schmidt. Right back on the attack comes C.J. Murray, and he'll wheel and deal, and he'll tee it up. Score! And
how did that go?
That goal came out of nowhere. It was an individual effort by Murray, and he tickles the twine on a wide-angle shot. And even the Plum goaltender couldn't believe that went by, and Murray gets the second tally.
Honestly, I was waiting to say that I thought CJ should have taken that shot when he had it in the high slot, but he hung on to it. Then I thought the next play was declined, but he banged it off apparently off the side of the goaltender's pad and in behind the Plum goaltender.
Very wide angle, and he got forced to the far left side, but he got the shot off as he was on one skate, Rob, and he must have teed it off the back or the side of the goaltender, Leonis, and it went in, and the Panthers with a big goal, and that's a back-breaking goal here for Plum.
It's either off his rear end or off his pad, but nonetheless, the goaltender obscured exactly what happened to our view, and but nonetheless, we saw it trickle behind the goaltender.
Yeah, big-time individual
effort. It goes up on the board, absolutely.
Individual effort there by Murray as he took that puck all the way from the center ice circle, tried to make a big move and was forced to the left side, got the shot off and went in, and just like in hockey, they say get that shot on the net, anything can happen. Boy, and the Panthers skating with a little bit of flurry here now. Taken in the corner here by number 92, Haleski. Unable to control, and that play will come back to center. Going to be chipped all the way down deep. Picked up here again by Haleski, and he's looking for Markwell at center, and we're going to have a offside play with 10:01 remaining here in the second.
I don't want to critique my kid too much, but I thought he should have stopped for that puck. It made me a little nervous. That was even coming out of the zone, but nonetheless, it made it.
Face-off controlled by the Panthers.
Whoa.
Oh, and a little giveaway here. Be careful here where Sensi was looking to cash in on a missed opportunity there. Taken again by Plum here, and Captain Asman, I believe, is going to dump that down deep. A couple players lose their edge here. Play is still loose in front. Reggett's going to hold on.
Matt Reggett covering all that low part of that net. Plum picks up a loose puck right on the doorstep, and Matt Reggett says no.
A little bit of extracurricular by the goal, but to no avail. They'll skate away. And with 9:37 remaining in the second, Panthers enjoying a nice 2-0 lead.
Well, I don't want to jinx anybody, Kurt, but right now I have to say Matt Reggett has been the difference in this game. 3 or 4 very stellar, impressive saves. Not necessarily was that one of them, but earlier, boy, a couple of really good saves.
Taken by Feldman. Oh, and a heavy collision there at the blue line, and Feldman able to get that shot off and on. And a good save there by Leonis. And he'll hold on, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the Plum goaltender.
And the big unit, Klein, Murray, and Sellup stepping onto the ice for the Panthers. Plum wins that face-off, but turns the puck over.
Comes back to Lewis, deflected. Oh my, and that hit the pipe off a deflection. That did carry him off the goalpost. Heavy hit there by Murray. Be helped out here by number 11, Klein. Oh, and that shot's right on and hits the referee, and that caught him on the finger or hand, and he's in real pain. Yeah, and he's still hurting. That puck hit the referee on his bare hand, as it was a clearing effort and it went right into the referee. He's still flexing his hand.
I'm feeling a goal here, Kurt.
Yeah, back to the point here. Number 55, Lewis, unable to get it off, and a good play to keep it. Oh, nice play there by Lewis. Gets back into play where Bailey will take a shot, and that'll just go wide. Or Brett, excuse me. Woo! Shot again on it. I think Reggett lost sight of it, and that just whistles wide.
Well, that's 2 turnovers.
Oh, another deflection.
Turned that puck over
where
twice.
Brett looks for it. Shot goes through the crease. Reggett all over the ice. Finally, Panthers just shoot it the length of the ice. Taken here by Klein. There's a little bit of a knee, nothing called. And Klein takes exception to it. And Sellup gets in the mix. They've got to skate away. Got to be careful here. Klein takes exception to perhaps a kneeing play, nothing called. Taken by Murray, and he avoids a check. Boy, the hitting has really picked up here in the second period. Pretty much an uneventful first period with just a lot of open skating. They'll be taken here by Sensi, right on the tape of number 66 for Plum. Andrioli.
Panthers have to be careful about taking silly penalties or getting out of position, running around looking for the hits here. I think they're feel aggrieved over a few non-calls.
Boy, big move there by Galarowski, and he's putting on
a nice job to control the
skating clinic here in the corner. Another big move, and oh, it just came off his blade. Finally comes back to center where Columbus will drive it down deep on a delayed offside. Panthers will touch up. Comes over to number 13, Sensi. Unable to get it down, and Columbus will drive it right back down deep. Play comes back to the center ice area where number 98 will take it down Galanis. It looks like we're going to get a slashing
There's the
call.
silly penalty I talked about. Steven Galarowski with a great shift offensively and then on the back check. But he retaliated. Guy gave him a shoulder and he slashed him across the back of the legs, and the referee caught him in the act.
And they're still yakking as he'll go to the bench. And with 6:26 remaining here in the second, Panthers indeed will have to fight off a one-man disadvantage. And Chet's getting some medical attention here. He took a vicious clearing on his left wrist and left hand, and I don't know if he's going for the ice or what, but looks like they're going to have a stop and play here for the referee, and they're looking at his left wrist, and that is something on a cold night you don't want to get hit with. As they say, vulcanized frozen rubber.
Yeah.
And in the NHL, I believe they freeze the pucks.
They do, indeed. Yeah.
To keep the bouncing to a minimum.
I'll tell you, Kurt, I was watching a amateur game here a couple years ago, and right off a face-off at center ice, the puck was drawn back to the defenseman at the blue line, and he just, I'm not sure what he was thinking, but wound up and rifled a slap shot, you know, icing the puck or whatever he was attempting to, and it hit the referee right in the teeth and in the upper part of his mouth, and he major damage, surgery on his jaw and on his mouth,
and blood everywhere. I'm sure
it was ugly.
Yeah, it looks like they have actually taped the fingers of referee number 21, Chet, and his left hand. He is still holding that left hand. He may have to get a X-ray on that, but perhaps may have broken 2 fingers. Well, the Panthers
Michael Segerdahl and Zach Feldman here up
need
front
to kill a
yep.
One-man disadvantage here, and Plum, excellent job keeping the play in. Play will come back to the point. Back to Haynes here, number 61, a shot on. Oh my, that never made it to the net. Boy, clamoring for another penalty as Lewis got his stick in. Oh, and they're going to give a late call here, and you can thank the Plum faithful for that call. A little bit of a hooking minor here, and a late call as the Plum bench just went berserk. The fans on that, and now the Panthers have to kill a 2-man disadvantage for the next minute 28.
Yeah. Big opportunity here for the Plum Mustangs, down 2 goals. James Klein out here to take the face-off as a lone forward.
Face-off controlled by Plum. And they've got a 2-man advantage here, and boy, they got a lot of time to kill here with 5:44 to go here in the second. Now the key for Plum is if they can get that tally before the first penalty expires. Shot on, big save by Reggett, and he had the angle covered perfectly there,
Rob. We'll take that shot any day.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go there. 1 minute remaining in the 2-man disadvantage.
I was
Good
anxious.
Play there by Klein. See if he can clear it the length of the ice, and he does.
High stick, that's going to be faced off down that end.
Yeah, it will be a high sticking play, and a good play by the goaltender as he recognized that that was going to be whistled down and hurried up to stop that to keep those precious seconds of the 2-man advantage on the board.
Good point. I was anxious to see what the Plum power play on a 5-on-3 would be like, but frankly, their puck movement has to be quicker on the 5-on-3 situation and get those shots from the off wing before the goaltender has a chance to move. Use that umbrella.
Play there by Murray as he got that back to Schneid here. Looks like we're going to have a hand passes right. And the Plum Mustangs unable to really get much set up here. Panthers doing a good job disrupting the play. Big face-off win there for the Panthers. And that's the stuff, Rob, you don't see on the bottom line of the scorebook.
Absolutely.
But that killed at least 15 seconds of that man disadvantage. Taken here by Asman. Back into the corner. Comes back to the point where he'll direct it over the corner.
Right from there.
Oh, good defensive effort there, and that'll go into the meshing.
Excellent work by C.J. Murray, winning that face-off and then blocking that shot. Once again, Plum needs to move that puck more quickly, and I'm hoping they don't. But that would be the key to getting more opportunities. They haven't really had. They only had the one opportunity. Matt Reggett had plenty of time to center up to that shot, and easy save right in the middle of his chest.
2-0 Panthers leading here, trying to kill a 2-man disadvantage. 13 more seconds remains in the Galarowski minor. A little fan shot there. Shot deflected. That'll go wide. 4 seconds remaining. Back now to skating 5-on-4 as the Galarowski penalty will expire.
Stevens steps into the play, assumes a good defensive position.
Comes back to the point where Asman will take a shot, deflected in front, it's loose.
Wow, once again, wow.
And another
redirected.
Big save.
That was redirected right in, and then there was another crack. But again, Matt Reggett with those pads taking away everything low. Actually, two good shots on that there. First one deflected in on Matt. Just 20 seconds now left on the Mitchell Lewis penalty. Once again, Murray there to take the key faceoff, loses that one.
Faceoff is controlled by Plum, but a good job by the Panthers to clear it the length of the ice. And with 10 seconds remaining, Plum will have one more chance at a rush here. Back to center. And a big drive shot's just going to go wide, and that'll do it. Back to skating 5-on-5. Panthers with an excellent penalty kill here. A two-man disadvantage for about a minute and a half. And Plum Mustangs come away with nothing.
Here we go.
Little mini break here. Klein's going to come down the wing, and he'll take a power move. Shot on. Big save by Leonis.
Boy, we've seen him score on similar plays where he goes to the, moves right to left and then shoots it back to the right.
That's one of your favorite moves. Just take it into the high slot there, Rob, and he wristed it from 15.
Yeah.
And a better save by the Plum goaltender. Talk about a back-breaking goal. That would have really sent Plum.
After that big kill.
Another big avoid of a check there by Klein. He's going to take
get that
big
same
move.
shot.
Wrister right on, and another big save by Leonis.
To Murray.
Backhanded shot. Oh,
tried to Malkin, yeah.
Oh, and boy, another big save. It's still loose. Good play there by Murray, and he'll pick up the mail right back to Klein. He looks for a give and go. Klein's going to be all over the place. Backhanded shot. Oh, and the goaltender has no idea where it is, but it's under his pads. And an excellent shift there by the Panthers.
Wow, Klein wanted to take the team on his shoulders there. I thought 2 or 3 different times he was going to make a pass, and I was surprised. Not only did he hang on to it, but he successfully hung on to it and got a good scoring opportunity. A couple different instances there.
Just really a unsung hero, and they're just leading the PIHL in scoring, and you don't really hear much ink about him. But boy, what a great asset to have on the team. Number 11, senior captain James Klein. Kept in neatly here by the Panthers. Segerdal. Looks like we have another penalty here.
Like a hooking penalty on Plum.
That's going to be on Plum. The Panthers now will get a man advantage, and they'll touch up. It looks like a hooking minor indeed.
93 Brett going off.
And that will be at the 2:20 mark. And the Panthers will enjoy a power play of their own.
Segerdal, Feldman, and Mandelson out here to start this power play. Robbie Schneid, Mitchell Lewis back on the blue line. Segerdal wins that cleanly.
Big face-off win, and Schneid decides not to shoot it but go cross ice. Lewis unable to control, and Plum with an excellent job to clear it the length of the ice. Schneid will lead the rush out of the zone. Gives it up for Lewis, and he'll bank it down deep as he'll take a heavy hit. And good play there.
Good job.
Oh, and that's how you do it. 55, another 55. Chris McDonough used to do the exact same move. Defenseman would come, the offensive would come right out, and Chris would just step right into him. And usually get the better of that hit.
Ooh, good give and go there.
Loose down deep.
Segerdal attempting to give and go there to Feldman.
Behind the goal, Panthers doing an excellent job now. Finally get it back to the left point area, and that shot will go wide where Schneid will step up into the play. Play comes down deep and will be helped out here by Segerdal, and he'll wheel and deal. Comes back to Schneid, and he'll pick up the mail. Deflection in front by Galanis. Kept in again neatly by Schneid. Panthers unable to get much of a shot here, but controlling the play down deep. Mitchell Lewis with a big move in. Helped out by Klein back down deep, and a Spinorana move Comes all the way over to Schneid. Finally get the play back to the point. Lewis unable to control with his left skate, and he'll dump it back down to Klein. 40 seconds remains here in the period. 15 on the man advantage. Schneid with a shot, a rebound in front. It's loose. Mendelson with a couple good whacks at it, unable to control. Finally comes back into the corner where Klein will pick it up, and he'll take a power move. Shot right on, it's loose. And a good effort.
Be another penalty here against Plum, Kurt.
And another slashing call just as the other. And boy, Klein with a...
James Klein shaking his hand like he got the slash on the knuckles or on the wrist. Tell you, Panthers doing a good job outnumbering Plum at the point of play at the puck. And just controlling the play for the whole 2 minutes. But two different units out there just control the play in the Plum end the whole time. Number 23, Susala going off.
7 here, Galarowski with a face-off, unable to control, and that'll be shot the length of the ice. And with 10 seconds remaining now here, Panthers have one last rush here in the second period. Klein will take it, and a big, heavy hit there, and that'll do it with 3 seconds to go. Loose in front, Galarowski with a backhand.
Enough clock awareness there. He knew what he was faced with. He knew he had to get that shot off.
Well, that penalty will carry over into the third period. All Upper St. Clair here in the first 2 periods. So you've got a score of 2-0. And we'll let them cut the ice on this special senior night. And we'll be back for exciting third period action. Panthers here on a power play.
Remaining minute and a half. Yeah.
Minute 40 here is right, remaining for the third period here. So see if the Panthers can cash in here and take a 3-goal lead. He'd be careful here in a little shorthanded situation. Oh my, just whistles wide. Reggett certainly the shining star of the first 2 periods for the Panthers with probably about 28 or 30 big saves.
Yeah, got a good piece of that one. Good chance there by 61. Haynes shorthanded for Mustangs.
Right on the tape there, a sell-up and a good defensive effort.
Back check there by Haynes, 61.
Going to go with a backhanded shot. Oh, nice play there as Klein got a wide-angle shot. John Horrocks here on the camera doing an excellent job. Two-handed now, I might add. And there's another slashing call. And boy, I got to tell you, that's 2 of them. 2 of the Panthers now. Klein, and that play is going to come back to the Murray. Is going to get ushered off there, and that play will finally be whistled dead here. And we're going to get another slashing call here. And Stewie, the coach, is just very boisterous here, but boy, two-handed. Looks like he got a couple hands on Murray here, and he skated off in a lot of pain here, Rob.
That wasn't Murray. Now I'm trying to think who it was.
Thought it was Murray that was crouched over.
Was it? Here's Murray on the ice. Not
yeah,
sure
I'm pretty sure it was Murray.
Was it? Okay.
Quick recovery here. And the Panthers now will enjoy a 2-man advantage of their own here for 30 seconds at the 13:49 mark.
Not sure what the Plum coaches are upset about here, but the big discussion between the Plum coaches and the 2 referees. I'm not sure it was the penalty that they're upset about, or if it was the stoppage of play that they're upset about. I'm not.
Yeah, we got your wife up here in the booth trying to tape the camera. Hopefully she doesn't tape our mouths.
She does it all, Kurt. She does it all. Believe me.
As she says, button your lip. But 13:49 to go. Not sure why the stoppage of play here. Referees explaining something to the Plum coach and seems not to be satisfied over here.
But one way or the other, the Panthers go up on a 5-on-3 advantage for at least 30 seconds here.
And let's see what the Panthers can do. Big face-off win there by Klein. Take matters into his own hands. Gives it up to Murray on a give and go. He's going to set it up here in the command position. Got Lewis at the point. Murray dishes it off to Lewis. One-time shot.
That's the quick puck movement I was talking about earlier. We get the one-time shots when you're 5-on-3. You use that umbrella and take the shot as soon as the pass is made, so goaltender doesn't have a chance to get square to that puck. A good job there by the Panthers.
They got 4 seconds remaining. Klein decides to take a big shot That's going to be right on. Now back to 5-on-4. Oh, it was a double stack penalty. So we've got,
that's
obviously, now we've got a two-man advantage here for almost 2 minutes.
Whoa, now that's why they're upset. I don't know what the two penalties were.
No penalty came out of the board here. We had a double stack penalty. Panthers still on a 5-on-3 for another minute 10 here. And back to the point, Lewis. That'll come off his blade and on. A good play there by Plum to get the heat out of a hot kitchen.
But just under a minute left here on the two-man advantage for the Panthers.
Might have been a double minor there for slashing. And that could have been it. Shot's going to go right on. Good save by Leonis. And he'll hold on. With 12:34 remaining here in the third, Panthers still enjoy a two-man advantage here for the next 45 seconds. Plum coach still upset there on the bench.
Segerdahl, Mendelson, and Feldman come out up front for the Panthers with Phillips and Lewis back on the point.
Boy,
I think Larry Mark's going to save his big guns for the latter half of this penalty, I'm guessing.
Boy, the risk you really run here, Rob, is a momentum swing here. If Panthers somehow can cash in, it could be a backbreaker for Plum. But if they hold them off here, it could be a big momentum switch onto the Plum side of the equation. It's been all Upper St. Clair here.
Nice shot
on by Lewis, and a big right pad save there by Leonis.
Segerdahl doing a good job of keeping that puck in on the half wall.
Mendelson's going to lose his blade. The other thing you've got to be really careful for, referees are usually looking to even this up as quickly as possible.
That's a good point. That's a
so the Panthers here have to be very careful not to do anything ticky-tack. Back to the point, shot right on, way too easy.
Yeah, that's a shot. We don't want that high shot. We're going to take that shot from the point, keep it low, but we outnumber them down low like that, so our chances of getting the rebound are much better than Plum. So you need to keep that shot down in the goaltender's pads. Keep it 6 inches off the ice, away from his stick, so he can't redirect it to the corners.
Well, that should do it here. 3 seconds to go, and back to the point.
Another high shot by Parker.
And he can let it fly. Back to skating 5-on-4 here as that player comes out of the penalty box. 22 remains in the man advantage here. Plum doing an excellent job on their penalty kill, just like the Panthers when we killed a two-man disadvantage. He picks it off. Oh, my, and he had a wide angle, and it was a good opportunity to go over the shoulder of Reggett, but unable to do that, and that shot will go into the netting.
Kurt, I know I'm going to be sorry I said this, but I was waiting for the opportunity to say about number 61 for the Mustangs when he took a penalty that he had committed a heinous crime, because that's been heinous. And I missed it.
Very good. You got to be sure. Oh, my. Thought that went in, and that went off the side of the net. And you probably stayed up all night thinking about that one. Taken by Susala, and he keeps it in at the point over to Brett. Back into the corner where number 87 will drive it down deep. Sokolsky. All Plum here. Oh, and like I said, an easy call for the referee. Galarowski will get that blade in, gets caught up in his shirt. And an easy hooking minor here, and that was like the spring-loaded arm, and that went up quickly. And Plum will go on a man advantage of their own.
Looked like the Panthers were going to be on a 2-on-1 with speed coming out of their end, but it was all created by the turnover created by Stevens' hook. So he goes to the penalty box with his hand in the cookie jar.
Good play by the Panthers, Segerdahl, and he'll clear that to the center ice area. And a good play there again by the defense. Big move there by Haynes, and he'll shoot that in high and wide, and that'll hit the netting again. And with 10:44 remaining, Panthers still enjoy a 2-0 lead.
That's what the coaches thought that should be.
Which it could have come off his blade. Back to the point where Haynes will take it, and oh my, kept right in at the blue line. Play goes down deep where it's taken behind Reggett. Set up in the command position. Back to the point, and a blast deflected, just goes wide. Got a glove down on the ice here. Plum will pick that back up. Take it into the corner, and he's got Brett trailing. Good play there by Segerdahl to take the man. Play is still loose in the corner. Finally going to be picked up by the Panthers.
Nice
and a
job
good
there
job
by Taylor Horrocks to gain control and see the open ice and get it the whole way down. Played there by the Plum goaltender. Turns it over to James Klein.
Good play there by Klein, and he'll shoot it back to center, and Segerdahl will dump it down deep, and he'll look to change. Play comes back where Brett will take the pass, a left-handed shot down the right wing. He takes a big move. Oh, and that's how you get in his face. Big-time check there by Mitchell Lewis. Love how these defensemen play the body, Rob, and that's defense 101.
Just 31 seconds here remaining in the man advantage for Plum. Murray and Klein up front with Schneid and Parker Phillips, number 10, back on defense. Maybe one more possession for the Panthers and get it down the ice.
Taken by Murray. Unable to get it out here. Plum with a shot right on. Deflected in. And boy, I tell you, that's an effort that was unable to get it out of the zone, and it cost the Panthers a goal.
Classic mistake. Two guys looking offense coming out of their end. Turnover at the blue line. They're both on the wrong side of the Plum defense or offenseman. And you end up with numbers down low for the Plum Mustangs, and they take advantage and put the puck in the net.
Yeah, and as a former coach, that drives you absolutely nuts.
Oh. So I saw that coming before it happened, and unfortunately, it happened.
And another deflection in front. Reggett pretty much couldn't do anything about it. A play fed right in front of the goal, and boy, that math major skills are going to come out here. That third goal is just so huge, Rob, in hockey. You go up 3-0, you break the backs of this team, and now Plum with a little bit of momentum right back in this game at 2-1.
Yeah, Panthers are turning on now. I'm confident.
Now this next goal is huge here, and Klein's going to take a big move. He'll sweep it out wide. Oh, my, right in front, and Celup unable to control. Good play by Lewis as he'll keep it in. Boy, and fans just getting a little bit unruly here right now.
I don't mind fans screaming, but when they're screaming about things they don't know, then...
Well, it's a good game. This is two competing teams here, and both with big winning records here. That puck's going to come off the blade of the Panther forward.
Check there by Klein to turn the puck over. Comes back to Lewis. Jeez.
He takes a big blast. That just goes wide as right. And Klein's going to be
here by Klein, just creating turnovers all over the ice.
Anus with a good pass right on the tape here of Brett. Big check there. Took the lumber to him also.
With this Brett kid. He's got good speed and good hands.
Boy, and Lewis has just been, shot on, score, and a screenshot, and Plum's going to get right back in this game tied.
Pretty
2-2.
Well-placed shot, and Matt Reagan never saw that coming. Tell you what, just quickly turned over to the point man, and he let it loose, and it was perfectly placed. Plum, as you said, right back in it, 2-2 here with 7:58 left.
This was exactly what I feared, Rob. You had a two-man advantage here for the Panthers, and if they don't cash in, a huge momentum boost for Plum, and they've cashed in within the next 2 minutes, and Plum right back in this game 2-2.
And his often said, Kurt, the most uncomfortable lead in hockey is 2 goals. You know, you're relaxed enough because you think you got it in the bag, but unfortunately, 1 goal provides all the momentum to the other team, and then sure enough, the second one comes shortly after.
Well, Panthers have to regroup here. They don't want to get down on this team 3-2
here. Just be disciplined. Just be disciplined.
And I'm sure Panthers just a little bit upset about the situation. You look back, turn the clock back 8 minutes ago, and they had a 2-man advantage with a double-stack penalty and unable to cash in. And to Plum's credit, they were able to kill it off and get right back in this game 2-2. Exciting senior night action here, folks. Shot it loose, and rebound comes right back, and the Panthers lead it out with Feldman on the right wing. He's got Segerdahl and Phillips.
Nice
good effort there by Phillips, and that shot just goes wide.
Feldman doing a good job getting that to the spot where he could get a piece of it. Parker just whistled it wide.
Segerdahl will go for a line change here, and it'll be dumped right back down deep, and that'll be an offside as it's chipped in ahead of the play. And with 6:51 remaining here we're now knotted at 2.
That faceoff comes way back into the Panther end because that was shot in right on net with the Panther players offside, so that's an automatic faceoff in the opposite end of the ice. So an advantage here for Plum with this faceoff.
Faceoff is controlled by Plum. Back to the point. Going to be stopped in front by the defense where Phillips unable to get it out. Boy, Panthers struggling to clear the zone here. Good play in there by, another heavy hit there. Shot right on. Woo. Good save there by Reggett.
Good hard shot there by 13, Sensi.
Well, now you've got fans yelling back and forth here, so it's not getting pretty here, folks. 6:36 remaining here, and we're right in the firing zone. And the Panthers are going to enjoy a man advantage here. 13 for the Plum Mustangs is going to get the gate. Sensi, not sure what the minor penalties here, but the turkey is certainly on the table now.
I was so engaged in the interplay amongst the fans here that I didn't see the penalty or see the call.
The Panthers with a golden opportunity to get back in the lead here. We taken here with the big gun line out here.
There's Mitchell sneaking down again, looking for that back door.
Gives it up to Captain Klein and take that back to Schneid. Yeah, in front. Oh, Sellup with the big hands, unable to get him down. Big move there. Klein takes a power move of his own, and that shot's going to be thwarted to the corner. Picked up here by Schneid. Gives it right back to Klein in the command position. Shot going to be blocked by the defense. Klein trying to take matters into his own hands here. Right back to Schneid, and he takes a big drive, shot right on, and a good save by Leone.
Yeah, nice looking shot there by Rob Schneid, but again, up in the goaltender's chest and glove area where it's easiest for him to play it, and the hardest for our guys to get a piece of it.
Well, we've got two guys with hand injuries. Our cameraman is flexing his left hand as he's got to hold that.
Two hands.
Hang on to the camera with two hands, and we've got a referee with a bad left hand after taking a puck. Shot right on. What a save by Reggett. And he brings them to their feet. Standing ovation here for Matt Reggett. And a brilliant save on a shorthanded situation there by Plum.
59 seconds here in the Sensi penalty. Panthers will have to lug it the whole way down, take advantage of this additional power play time. They do win the faceoff, and here comes James Klein on a good individual effort.
Taken down by Murray on the off wing, takes a big move into the slot. He wheels it around the left wing, centers it, nobody home. Schneid will go down deep where he'll dish it off to number 11, Klein. 42 remains in the man advantage. Schneid's going to take it in a wrister as he looks for Murray. Centering pass is loose. Oh, and boy,
defensive play there.
Sellup tied his stick up his right, Rob. And he had an open net, but a good defensive effort there by Plum as Sellup was on the doorstep. One last rush here for the Panthers.
Number 87, Corey Sokolsky, tying up Justin Sellup for almost what would have been a sure goal because he's got great finishing ability from that area of the ice.
Oh, be careful here. A little mini break as Sensi comes out. He's pulled down, shot on, score! And Sensi comes out of the block. And as he's falling, gets the stick down to take it over Reggett's shoulder. Plum 3, Panthers 2.
A shorthanded goal with 8 seconds left on the penalty to Sensi. So was it Sensi or who was it? No, it was 43, wasn't it? Wasn't 13 Sensi, was it 43?
Yeah, it could have been 23 perhaps. 23. It definitely had a 3 on it. I thought it was Sensi.
Now still 8 seconds left in that.
But you're right, and boy, I tell you what, Panthers just look like deer in the headlights here. Sometimes you got to take a time out here, but boy, the Panthers just don't know what hit them here. Dominated play, and again, a all third period effort here by Plum, and they take a 3-2 lead, shorthanded.
That's going to be
Yeah, that goal either was by number 23, Susala, or perhaps number 43, Honer. I think it was Susala. And now,
tell you what, momentum is a big thing, Kurt. Plum had a little more belief in themselves here in the last period after chalking up the last 2 comeback goals here. And I'll tell you something else, Kurt. Little defensive mistakes make huge difference in hotly contested games when you've got relatively comparable talent. The littlest things come back to haunt you.
The Panthers again, just with 3:55 to go here, are going to try to tie this up. Boy, kind of a freaky goal here. Penalty was going to be called, and boy, as the player was going down, Robbie decided to just stick his stick out, and he flickered it over, kind of like Crosby did.
Yeah.
And
just chipped it.
Got the tally in, and boy, Plum with a 3-2 lead.
I'll tell you what, Plum with 3:30 left, they can just play a dump. One man in, 4 men back. Because they're gonna make this hard for the Panthers to get any more good chances.
Another
boy, Matt
screenshot.
Reckett didn't see that.
Boy, another screenshot just went wide, and boy, the physical play is really, really picking up here. And boy, I think the Panthers now are going to be frustrated.
Wow,
big save by Reggett.
Good save, boy. That
kept them in the game.
That'll be huge.
Taken here by Columbus. Going to headman the play over to number 10, Phillips. 2:58 remains here. A sense of urgency now you can see by the Panthers. Going to be taken down deep. Woo. Shot on, and a good save there by Lorenzo.
Good shot there by Markwell. His first shift in since early in the second period, but a good shot. Frankly, not sure why he's out here with 2:50 left in a 1-goal game, but we'll take it.
Got Haleski, Horrocks, and Markwell out there, and Schmidt and Lewis on defense with 2:50 remaining here.
See if Markwell can win a key face-off, and he doesn't, unfortunately. But Horrocks puts good pressure, and Markwell picks up the loose biscuit.
He's got it in the corner in the command position. Good play back to Lewis. Another good play there by Markwell. Delivers it over to Schmidt, but unable to keep it in. Going to be taken here by Plum into the corner, and a good play by Lewis as he'll drive him down behind goaltender number 1, Reggett. Helped out here by Schmidt, and he'll pick up the mail. Good forechecking here by Plum, and they'll keep it down deep. Avoids a check, dumps it behind Reggett. Centering pass, nobody home, back to the point.
Long pass.
Plum doing an excellent job just keeping it down deep. It'll come back to center, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just dump it down deep again.
Panthers got to get it changed. The big line's got to come out for these last 2 minutes.
2 minutes remaining here in the third period. Schmidt still having a real difficult time getting
Plum
this play.
Doing a good job balling him up here.
1:49 remains here. Lewis banks it off into Klein. He's going to have 3 Plum purple jerseys all over him. Good effort here by Plum, and once again, just content to drive it the length of the ice.
Panthers got to get into the Plum end and get the goaltender off. Minute 30 left here in the third period.
Boy, and Schmidt's been out here on an extended shift here. Just unable to get off here, and boy, the Panthers just really having a tough time transitioning out of here with only 1:17 remaining in the contest.
Good play there by Mitchell to regain that. Oh, misses Klein, going up the wing there. No ice. Get their
play comes around the board and going to be taken here. Shot on, picked up by Sellup, and he's going to backhand it back to center, right on the tape of Klein with 57 seconds remaining. He avoids 2 players, takes a heavy hit in the corner as he'll give up his body.
Matt Reggett is off.
Goaltender comes now. We have the extra attacker with the empty net.
There's a good break for the Panthers. Puck thrown over the glass. Be a face-off deep in the Plum end. 6th attacker on for the Panthers, number 7, Steven Galarowski, who's played a very good game other than a couple penalties he's taken, but I doubt he'll be taking any now.
Now we're going to have a timeout here called by Coach Marks. And Panthers will indeed take the extra time to rest up the troops. And with 44 seconds remaining, we'll put the extra forward out there in lieu of their goaltender, Matt Reggett. Boy, you just had this real eerie feeling. You could even see it in the fans' faces. And as I said, I hate to come back to that 5-on-3, but it was just kind of a weird feeling where you had a dominated a chance to put the game away. And boy, like you say, teams of equal talent a 2-goal lead is never safe in the third period.
Well, and it comes back to little things. Like I said, we had the turnover just in the last few seconds of that power play for Plum, where we had two guys looking for offense coming out of the end and turned the puck over and ended up on the wrong side of the puck. So you end up with literally what's a 5-on-2 down low, and if it ended up in our net, and then the last few seconds of that power play of ours where they got a chance one-on-one, and just a good individual effort. But you know, they shouldn't be getting breaks in a shorthanded situation.
It's a funny game. Boy, Plum just really, for the first 8 minutes of the game, had really bad legs, and I don't know if that could have been attributed to the delay in the game, or
oh sure,
it could have been. But boy, I tell you what,
they're an impressive team.
Very impressive.
Yeah,
very impressive team, speed-wise, and certainly good goaltending on their end as well.
Absolutely.
Well, with 44 to go, Panthers need to win a big face-off here, and they're going to send Murray out. Gets controlled into the corner, but Plum will bank it around the corner.
Oh,
good play by Phillips, right on the tape. Boom! Shot on it! He shoots and scores! Justin Selleck's going to tie the game on senior night with 35 seconds remaining. And boy, chalk that goal up to Phillips, keeping that play down deep.
Awesome job. I'll tell you what, another inch and a half. That puck came out of the zone. He spun on the blue line with the puck and got it down low to Klein, who moved it definitely immediately to Selleck, who's standing in the high slot and makes no mistake and beats Leongius from 15 feet. Beautiful.
And I hope cameraman John got that on tape, because that was some goal. And you'd have to be here to believe that, folks. And talk about a momentum switch. It's all Upper St. Clair now.
Nothing's over. Don't celebrate yet.
Right back on. Here comes Murray with a shot with 30 seconds to go in the Panthers field.
Panthers can still get a chance here. Oh, careful.
Big hit there by Phillips. And comes back to center. A defenseman goes down here. Selleck, be careful here. Shot on! Score! What a play by Plum! And with 17 seconds to go, another odd man break, and they get a 4-3 tally.
I hate to beat a dead horse.
Oh, and Reagan just outraged it and broke his stick on the goal. And senior night.
And you don't see Matt get upset.
No,
he's
not
calm,
that
cool,
often.
And collected, yeah. And I'll tell you what, another time we pressure at the blue line at the wrong time. He just scored a big goal, take it into the overtime.
Wow, Reggett cracking his stick on the goal, and tempers are flaring here, and boy, kind of a disappointing.
Boy, after that high, talk about highs and lows.
High to low is right, and boy, to Plum's credit, they hung right in there.
And made the perfect pass for that back door. The same thing you said. A guy come down his off wing. Left-hander coming down the right wing and makes no mistake. Matt Reggett had no chance. That was certainly not a mistake or any fault of Matt Reggett's on that play.
We've got an icing
left
call.
High and dry there.
I'm surprised Reggett's still in the goal here with 3 seconds to go. You've got to pull that goaltender, and indeed they have. And oh, what a swing of emotions here, folks. This is unbelievable. And you'd have to be here to believe it. And if this game ends like this, it'll certainly leave a sour taste in the after party. But boy, I'll tell you what, to Plum's credit, you got to tell them.
No doubt.
They hung in there, and that'll do it, folks. Plum's going to get a huge victory here tonight against Upper St. Clair on senior night. And the emotions ran high.
Yeah.
And again, nothing to hang your hats on. Boy, I tell you, they played a great game. A few defensive lapses, like you said, but boy, to the credit of Plum, they were really firing fast and furious, and boy, just had cashed in, Rob, on their opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. A hell of a contest. It was really exciting. It's heart-wrenching that it ended up that way for the Panthers after they pulled that comeback. But just back and forth. Think about that. 2-0, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3. Boy, exciting, huh?
And how about scoring with 35 seconds to go? The Panthers thinking we're heading into overtime, and before you know it, 17 seconds remaining in the contest, and Plum cashes in on a 2-on-1 break.
Yeah.
So, boy, a disappointing, very, very disappointing game here for the Panthers.
Disappointing, but an exciting senior night nonetheless, and no discredit to the Panthers whatsoever.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they'll be playing this game over in their head. But, boy, I tell you what, if you wanted action tonight, folks, this was the place to be. And as Mike Lang used to say, you'd have to be here to believe this contest. But again, a very, very well played. A game purely about momentum switches tonight. Panthers had the better of the play in the early part, and boy, the third period came out, looked like they were ready to dominate, and Plum, to their credit, just hung in there and cashed in with 2 quick goals to tie it at 2.
Absolutely. A lot of momentum swings. Great night, though, from start to finish. Nice senior recognition night for those guys. Best of luck to them going forward. Wonderful game. We're going off to celebrate. See you next time, folks.
Right, and have a great evening. And for John Horrocks on the camera, Rob Markwell, I'm Kirk Carruth signing off tonight on your Panthers television network. Good night, everybody.